sorry to ruin everyone's dreams. I know everyone just wants me to watch Spider-Man.
I want you to watch it.
Huh? What?
I want you to watch it, man.
Do you?
No, don't give a fuck.
Oh, bro.
I don't care about Marvel. I don't give about shit about superheroes. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Only superhero I follow is Joe Rogan. That's a real superhero.
It's a hella good superhero.
That's a real superhero.
Nah, apparently the movie's super good, bro, and like we should watch it because how good it is, and like all
and all the Spider-Man.
they're all in it.
Spoiler alert.
They all make
all
it.
The
Oh my
Spider-Mans are in
god!
it, and
They're all in the Spideyverse.
they all do some
crazy shit.
They all come from the hand.
Yeah, apparently one of them.
Can't come from the hand.
Only
one of them can
come from the hand.
Come from the hand without a device.
Which, like, okay, I'm sorry to break Spider-Man's little bubble that he's got going on here.
Oh, bro, I was about to fucking release secret intel. So.
I'm sorry to break Spider-Man's bubble, but if you can't come out of your hands naturally without a device, you're not Spider-Man. You're just a man with a device on his hand. Like, if you give me a device that can
because like that's exactly the same thing as Batman. Then
that's what I'm saying. And like, but like
Batman could probably afford some shit that does that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And but Batman's open about his deficiencies. He's not.
That's the reason why the only superhero I ever actually liked was Batman.
Yeah, because he's had money.
No, just like because it was realistic. It was like, oh, this guy just beaten. And it was also because it was like
realistic.
This guy's.
I wouldn't say realistic.
Okay, yeah, but you know what? It was just cool because it's like this guy's like human and he's got no special powers, and he's still beating those guys up. That's gonna be me.
Oh wait, did Batman's enemies have superpowers?
Some of them did.
Like what? Like who were they?
So
I don't know the Joker. He doesn't have powers.
The frozen guy.
The frozen guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the frozen guy. What do you do? What do you do, frozen guy?
I don't remember, but it was old.
Where does frozen guy live? In a freezer?
Who else did he have?
In a cool room?
Who else? His superpowers?
In like a bottle shop's cool room?
That Vine bitch.
The Vine bitch. Oh, Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy. See, there you go. She had powers.
Did she have powers? Okay.
She controlled all that fucking ivy.
I've not seen it, dude. I've not seen. You think I've seen it?
Well, how you knew the name better than me, and you fucking
I just
haven't seen it.
I've no point.
Anyways, I'm not gonna watch the Spider-Man.
I'm not gonna watch.
To all my friends that have asked me and told me and repeatedly, just like I haven't watched the Avengers.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert! I haven't watched the Avengers.
Spoiler.
Bet your fucking movie's ruined now. Now that you know I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I've not watched any. I've not watched the Avengers either of them. Like, fucking who gives a shit, bro?
Honestly, I'm usually pretty like into movies and all of that kind of stuff, but I just don't know.
Superheroes just ain't much. Like, I don't like over the top action movies.
It's not even superheroes. It's just honestly the most recent movies. Like when I was younger, I liked it. I guess I grew out of it. And everyone's like, it's not even for kids. It's for adults. It's a storyline. Da da da. I get it. But I don't want to.
It's 100%. It's 100%.
I simply just don't want to watch it. I simply have more things to do.
I think if that's not for kids, nothing's not for kids. Like, you know, if that makes sense. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I'm okay with people being entertained by it and like liking it. But if that's, then nothing is for kids. You know, it's literally a fictional story.
Yeah,
a fictional universe. Like, it's one of the most childish demographic things possible.
Yeah.
If that's not for kids, and you can enjoy it. I'm okay. I'm happy with you enjoying it. I'm like Lord of the Rings, same sort of thing. It's a fictional world.
Yeah.
And if you are really, really into it, that's for. If you're really into it, if you're like a fanatic about it, then yes, that you've got a problem. Like, you know.
Why? Why is that an issue?
If you're making it if you're making it your whole personality, bro. Yeah,
but people make like other things their whole personality.
Yeah, and I don't like them either.
I guess you just want someone to be a.
Look, I'm okay. That's what I mean. I'm okay with you liking it, like it. But if I'm just for you to say it's not for children, it's just a load of bullshit.
It's for everyone.
Yeah. But like, I feel like it's a
just like, for example, like you could say The Simpsons is for kids, but then when you watch it as an adult, there's so many like inside jokes you pick up on that you would never understood. Like never understood.
You never.
Jesus
understood.
Christ! I went full.
Shrek's
Eastern European.
like that. Shrek has heaps.
Yeah,
of shit, like
yeah.
adult shit. Yeah.
I'd argue that Shrek is more for adults than kids.
But what describes for kids and for adults? I guess it's just like the
People would
the
describe
person who's
Shrek
making it.
only as a kids film because it's like a fairy tale and it's a cartoon, right?
Yeah.
But realistically, Shrek takes the piss out of all that fairy tale stuff, and he's so blunt and like, you know what I'm saying? It's like
And
so
yeah.
left field, and most of the jokes, a lot of the jokes, are like inside jokes.
I fell asleep watching Shrek recently, so like I can tell you that there was
Which Shrek did you watch?
I don't know what the one where like he was going up to a castle.
That's the first one.
Yeah, okay, that one, the first one then, and because he was like he's compensating for something, and I was like that's a funny joke about he's
Okay.
compensating for his small willy,
Yeah.
and I was like children would not understand that
Yeah.
high intellectual joke.
Yeah. Was it just like when he said that ogres are like onions? They have
I
layers.
might have fallen asleep at that point.
Oh.
If it wasn't earlier than that point there,
It's pretty early on. It's like when him and Donkey just started.
I may not have been listening to the movie.
Wow. What were you doing, if I may ask?
Adults activities.
What kind of adult activities?
Robbing corner shops, like planning.
Right. I was gonna say if it was like,
gang shit, bro. With
it was
other
if
boys.
it was anything like
I was planning attacks.
yeah.
I had me and my boys like.
If it was anything blasphemous, bro, I wouldn't accept.
Would
that.
never do
you know,
anything
I'm a very
blasphemous.
religious man.
Blasphemy is not for me.
Well said, my friend. Well said.
I
Well
can't.
spoken.
Welcome back.
Oh yeah, welcome back to episode 61, and
Yeah. We this is gonna be a relaxed episode of a nice
because we're just hung
variant because we're probably lacking a lot of sleep.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely a lot of sleep.
We probably I think we got a cumulative 8 hours.
Probably.
We can combine that together and be like,
I'd say about that, yeah.
like you know what
Maybe
they do,
less
like,
to be honest. I went to bed at like 5, 6, but like I don't know when I actually fell asleep.
we can do some like Naruto shit and like put our powers together and like. I don't know if that's Naruto. I just made it up.
There are parts of the Naruto you sort of guess. I guess if we're putting a Rasengan together, yeah.
That thing.
But more so, more so Dragon Ball Z. You know, you're giving like or with fuse.
Wait, Dragon Ball Z and Naruto are two different things.
Yes, my friend. And you're taking the piss now because I know you know this.
What?
You know the different.
Wait, so
things.
who's the spiky head dude?
They both have spiky hair.
Are they not brothers?
No,
Are they? Wow,
it's a different show, dude.
Yeah, are they not brothers though?
Why would they be brothers?
Because they look the exact same.
It's just a lot of anime characters look alike, dude. It's a cartoon.
That's not. Oh wow, you said it's a cartoon. You never said it's a cartoon.
It is. It's a cartoon. It's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
anime cartoon.
Oh yeah. What's the difference between an anime cartoon and a
Just the
regular
difference
cartoon?
of. I think it's just the difference of the way they draw.
Yeah, but like, what
What
What's-
defines an anime?
Yeah.
Just I think the drawing style.
Yeah, but there's so many different anime styles. Like, you know.
Right, but I guess I don't know. Maybe. And I know it's not if it's made in Japan, it makes it an anime, but it probably has some sort of characteristics to it. I don't know, dude.
I'm asking you,
I
you're
don't
an anime
dwell-
master.
Oh yeah, I fucking watch enough, but I don't
I
dwell
know.
into the.
I have
I
his
don't dwell
Netflix.
into the fucking.
I have your Netflix.
Yeah.
And
Don't say that out loud like that. Hey yo, bro, that sounds like
What?
sounds like we're sharing a bit too much, you know.
What you do?
Oh, I gave him his Netflix. Ooh, you know.
You
like-
did.
I did, yeah. I guess it's not that bad. I was seeing it in a different way. Never mind.
Like I don't know what other way to put it. That's just all it is. I have your Netflix.
Sound like
I don't
you're my
pay for
bitch.
Net. I don't
You're
pay
like-
for.
You're my girl, you know. You're my bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you know what's really annoying? I'm only signed in on like one thing. So like I'm signed in on the TV, but like everything else I'm not. So I can only watch Netflix on the TV.
Oh, on the TV.
Yeah. So like I can't.
If you like, bro, I could set you up.
If you can just go to every one of my household appliances and sign into my Netflix,
Yeah,
I'd
bro.
appreciate that.
Your smart fridge.
Yeah.
Oh, last night I found out the craziest.
It wasn't even last night, it was this morning at 2 a.m.
Yeah, it was this morning at 2 a.m. Which is a funny fucking revelation to have.
Yeah.
My younger brother showed me a video of like this kid basically just
One of his friends.
one of his friends
Snapchat.
showing like basically like porn on a fridge. Like, and I never knew they had smart fridges where like you could like go on the internet on them. Like, and okay, first of all, cool, I get it. Like, you want to watch TV while you're near the fridge, apparently. I get it, but I I thought just a smart fridge would just be like all the functional things. Like, oh, make me a fucking cocktail or some shit. You know, like that'd be kind of like a smart fridge, you know? Ooh. But fucking, what do I need to fucking... Oh, fucking, let me go from the toilet, jacking up from the toilet. I'm just walking. I'm still looking at the fridge. The same porn is projecting on there.
I just like the person who's making it. Who's just like, okay, we need to make it like a fridge that's top of the range. What do we do? And someone's just like, whack a screen on.
Just put a TV there, bro.
Like, that's just such a, like...
It's a rich people thing. You know what it is?
No, but it's not. Like, it's a pandering to like just like people's need to be entertained or like need to see something.
100%. Yeah, like, to constantly be
They're like, well, okay, oh my god.
To constantly be like on the TV.
Chuck something so that they're not, you know, like.
So if you think about it,
smart door. Get a screen on your door. Smart microwave.
But there's like a smart mirror already and like smart windows. I'm pretty sure as well.
Look, I understand the idea of smart things. I like that. I like smart. I'm
smart glass.
I like those gadgets.
Just watching porn on my glass.
I like. See at the bottom. I like the idea of like all the like with the glasses how you could see things. I like the mirrors if you could like have different settings and shit. That's cool. But I don't understand when you have a smart thing, you just slap a screen on it so you can watch YouTube.
Legit. It's like I get it. It's like useful in some sense, but like on a fridge, like out of all the things, like honestly, it would be better on a dishwasher.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
You spend more time. Like if you were to go like to a laundromat, like you know how laundromats have TVs or anything.
Yeah.
Imagine you just like you're doing your laundry and like, instead of just leaving the laundry room, you just fucking watch TV in there.
The better thing I think would be as well, would be like for like a smart dishwasher or laundromat would be just like one side of it goes invisible, so you could just see it and see how washed. Like it's more for a dishwasher.
How it's washing, yeah.
Yeah, for a dishwasher, that's probably more important, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could just.
I guess that's why I would never use that. I would never be like, I'm just gonna check on the dishes, see how they're washing.
All the dirty shit just flicking everywhere.
Yeah, no, but at the same time, I was like, why would I?
Yeah, why would you watch?
Halfway through the dishwasher, I might need to go check it. Might not be.
Well, some people like watching the laundry spin.
Yeah, but those people have like 3 brain cells, so.
Those people need a smart laundry fucking thing. Yeah. Laundry
they need a screen. They need a screen.
They need a screen on everything. Maybe we should get a screen on like our lights.
Yeah, smart lights.
Smart lights.
Lights.
So I mean, you can just watch shit while the lights are just blaring.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious, right? You just got an ad for a smart light. Get your new smart lights. Everyone's like, oh yeah, you could probably.
It beams at your eyes and you can watch shit.
You'd be like, oh cool, it's probably gonna be like change the temperature of the light sort of thing, change the colors, and then there's just a screen on it.
Just porn all the time.
Now watch porn from your lights.
Riley Reid light. Oh, it's just naked women as lights.
That would be sick, actually. That's actually a good idea for lights. If like they made a silhouette of like a certain person, star, anyone, anyone. So like when you turned it on, there'd be like a silhouette in the room of like that.
And their heads just glowing. That'd be kind of fucking. Eventually, you'd wake up in the middle of the night randomly one night, and you'd go, "Fuck!"
You're terrified, like because apparently, what I can't remember what the drug is that people take where they really, really trip out. I can't remember what it's called. I was reading some stories about it recently, but apparently everyone.
Bath salts, apparently.
No, it's not bath salts. It's like Ben
and Jerry's.
Yeah, Ben and Jerry's ice cream makes you trip the fuck out. But yeah, let's just call it Ben and Jerry's for the time being. Yeah. Benadryl. So like so people apparently take like 20, 30 of them and like really just fucking trip the fuck out. Okay. And apparently it's really common to see a guy with a hat. Apparently it's just really common. I saw a bunch of stories about it and like. Apparently a guy with a hat, because like you start tripping out and apparently you like do things without seeing what actually happens. So for an example, you'd be like sitting on your bed.
I'm trying to give this like a fucking Carl Jung dissective perspective. Like,
but like,
what would a hat mean? Look up what a hat would mean in a dream.
So one sec though, but I will say. But apparently what happens on Benadryl is like. You'll have like moments where you're like you walked into the other room, you picked something up and you came back. Yeah. But you wouldn't have even left your bed.
Fuck.
And like you would have dreams of having huge conversations with people.
So you're like in between the conscious world and the subconscious.
Yeah.
That's why I think look up what a hat would mean in a dream, because I feel like that's your subconscious. Man with a hat.
I guess I think it would be something just about to do with mystery.
Or paranoia,
a mystery man. Like, because you know where like when you're like trying to, you know, that idea of like chasing someone on the street and
Yeah,
they've got a
you're
hat, they're
seeking for
hunched
something.
over,
Yeah,
they're hunched over. Like you can't really
It's an
distinguish.
old school idea that's probably been
Yeah.
passed on to humans, where it's like you see the hat.
You can't distinguish who they
Yeah,
are. It
but,
makes
you
the
know,
person
you
like
see them
you
as
know,
human because it's a hat.
if you're watching a movie and a guy has to disguise themselves, what's the first thing
And
they
you
grab?
see just the eye and the hat.
Yeah, it's just the hat.
Yeah.
Man goes missing. Puts on a hat.
Puts on the hat.
Man in hat.
Well, anyways, while you looked that
Green.
up, I just wanted to bring this up randomly.
Apparently, it is just to do with sleep paralysis as well. Apparently it's quite common. So
yeah, like I said, it probably puts you in a subconscious state, and then you're kind of like in between two worlds. You're like drifting, and so you see shit. I just wanted to bring up that one of our friends that was actually on the podcast, Mackenzie, keeps trying to make me hate Jake Gyllenhaal. And I've come on this podcast to stand for Jake. I don't know what he's done to Taylor, okay? And I don't give a fuck, alright? He's a great actor, and whatever's happened between them, And she seems to be the toxic one, to be honest. She's the one constantly making albums about failed relationships, first of all. I don't see him making movies constantly about failed relationships.
yeah.
And second, and which is more important, is the fact that I stand for Jake, and that's it.
The thing that confuses me, right, is like, look, I completely understand Taylor makes probably her best music, is what her fans would describe.
And she's toxic, and she doesn't take accountability like Adele does. Adele admits she's wrong.
Right.
Taylor, meh.
So yeah, I completely understand. Like Taylor likes to like make. She probably claims, and her fans probably claim that's her best music when she's like.
I think for
heartbroken.
most, like, that's the thing. Like what Russ said, like people want artists to be martyrs. Like they want you to like source out your pain and be in pain, so they can feel like, oh, we're in pain too. We feel you.
My problem with it is because like when you have so many relationships that don't work, and you make so many albums about relationships that don't work,
It seems like you're almost
there's a common denominator here.
right. That's what I was saying. She's the problem. And
I'm
the
good at
second
math.
thing is, what if you're just manifesting it constantly then? Because you're just constantly writing about failed relationships.
And imagine she goes into a relationship thinking, fuck, you know, this is great, and then all of a sudden a year goes by and you're like, oh, I need to release an album.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh shit, I need to pay the bills.
Yeah, and she's like, okay, so I'm going to create chaos so he can give me lyrics to write.
Yeah. And it's just like, well, what, like,
That seems to be
how
the
does
case.
that, the fact that it's impossible to say that isn't a psychological thing. You know, that's like, it's gonna affect them no matter what.
Taylor Swift fans are going to hate us after this.
That's cool,
okay.
man.
You know why? Because
That's
we
cool.
stand with Jake. We stand with Jake.
I won't lie. I don't know. Before this, I didn't know who the difference between Jake Gyllenhaal and Gaffer Galifianakis.
They do not look anything alike.
I know. I just didn't know they were just both called Jake, and I know they're both in movies.
Okay.
I thought when someone said Jake Gyllenhaal,
Are you sure it's Jake?
I don't know. Galifianakis.
Zach.
Is it Zach?
Yeah, pretty sure.
That's how much I don't know. Is it Zach?
I think it is. Oh my god, maybe I'm wrong now. What's his name again?
I think you're right. I think I've just guessed. I think you're right.
I think it's Zach.
But those were the two people that I was confused. I thought that's who it was. But when she said Jake Gyllenhaal, I was like, was she dating the fat comedian dude?
No. Not the guy between two ferns.
Yeah, that him. I think I think it is
it's
Zach. Yeah, it is Zach. Oops. I'm so fucking... See,
The knowledge of cinema!
That shows you how much I know.
The knowledge of cinema.
That shows you how much I know, though, because it's just like... was it Jake Paul, bro?
Oh, bro. Wait,
Sporting icon.
he fucking knocked him into
Apparently that was
another,
the worst fight ever until that round.
Oh yeah, it was really sloppy.
Yeah, apparently just
Doesn't matter. He fucking, the way he knocked him
Cleaned
out
him
was,
up.
like when he hit him, it like took his soul out, and he felt like You know, some fighters will still like be like a little wobbly and fall.
Yeah,
his hands just went boom, and he just went boom,
like
flat. It was like a cartoon.
Good meme
Cartoon.
potential. Good meme potential.
Oh, he's gonna be meme forever, and he's got the.
No, but I
tattoo.
mean,
he's lost to Jake twice.
I mean, in terms of just the way he fell as well, like just the way he was laying there, because I saw a bunch of memes of him in a bed, and I was like, it's just great meme potential. Like, yeah.
I heard something right after that. I heard, and this is apparently, I don't know how true this is. Apparently, my man's Jake is bound to be training with Khabib soon.
I heard
and
this.
He's going to be making an MMA debut.
Interesting. Yeah, no, that I didn't know. I don't know why. I can't. It'll be interesting, right? Because like Jake to be training with Khabib, he'd have to be a different person. Like Khabib, I don't think will put up with his online presence.
I don't think Khabib will be that involved with that kind of stuff. I think he like if he pays him good money, I guess he'll train him.
But like Khabib doesn't. Khabib doesn't.
Because what if
seem
Khabib
to care about that?
Yeah, but what if Khabib is just training like at a gym and he just like trains at that gym? Like,
I just don't. I don't think Khabib cares too much about that. And like right now, I know Khabib is putting a lot of time into Islam.
This is just another thing, but it might not be true. But he's definitely probably gonna.
I did see the thing.
Fight.
There's been some crazy shit in sport this week. Fucking, did you see the F1 shit? I'm not a big
I'm not a big F1 fan, but apparently there was some like.
It's rigged, bro. I'm a Brit. It's rigged.
Apparently, some crazy shit went down where the
How
guy
you gonna
was
do?
doing something that he wasn't supposed to. But then all the people's comments that I saw under were like, "Oh, that's what Lewis Hamilton gets for doing it to other people all the time. Oh, how does it feel for it to be turned around?" But apparently, this time was really bad.
It was pretty bad, but at the same time, like I don't understand a sport where like literally just the richest people win. They have the best car. It's like no shit, they're gonna win. What?
And they can afford the best driver.
Wait, so wait. There's a race. There's a race. Get this. There's a race with machines, and the fastest machine wins. Yep. Right? Yep. How do you think? What do you think is going to influence that? Do you reckon?
The wind.
Do you reckon genetics and an athletic human being?
The wind.
Or do you think it's
the terrain at the day? The coordinates they give,
and apparently,
there's actually a lot to do with that sport. That sport's actually very difficult.
I know it's very like actually in terms of an athlete, you actually do have to be an athlete to do it. Yeah. And like, I'm not taking it away from him as a driver. He's probably he probably is the best driver in like because of the fact that he does it and he's doing it for the best team. Yeah. But if, for an example, there was a better driver than him, Mercedes would just go get them.
Yeah, exactly.
So Mercedes is going to win. So what's the fucking point?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Not always. Like, there's tons.
What's the point of the other fucking 20 dweebs
There's
racing?
tons of events that like you can't like.
They've won the last like 8.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. You know what? It's alright. Honestly, sorry, F1 fans. I'm not interested either.
Like it's like I know
I've never been interested in the whole.
I just don't get it, right? Because I would find it interesting if it was an even playing field, and then it was actually depending on the like racer's ability.
Everyone had Ford Focuses.
Everyone had fucking Toyota Yaris's. You know. And everyone's like in the same fucking boat.
Everyone just had fucking big fat Hilux mud sluts.
And he's on the and it's but like at the same time
just the race to balance.
And then you've got like all the different like wheels and shit. Like you can have the different wheels for different conditions. And then I understand the tactics are involved and when you go pit stop and when you change these tires for that. But how about everyone gets the same fucking power level? How about that?
Can't happen.
So it's just like, oh yeah, you got the best driver, but he also has the best.
Sport is fair, motherfucker.
Imagine it like this, right? I'm playing football, but because I'm really wealthy, I get to play with boots. You got to play barefooted.
So?
It's like no, you should have boots, bro.
I mean, that just makes my feet stronger than after, and then I can walk in like when there's really sunny days, bro. I can walk in my bare feet.
Yeah. I'll be really proud of you, man.
Thanks, bro.
Really proud. But yeah, that happened. I feel like something else happened in sport, but Arsenal are just the best team in the fucking world, bro.
Oh, here we go. Martinelli, he's the next Alexis Sanchez.
He is.
Just like the time I said that Damien's going to be world class.
Well, he actually has an ability.
World class Damien?
World class Damien.
So I decided that anytime something is like bullshit, like someone's saying something and they're expecting so much from it and it's bullshit, I just go world class Damien. Because one time when I was younger in high school, the boys, we were all talking about football and we had recently just got Damien to Man United and he was playing really well.
He played like the first couple of games and he played really well. For the last 2 games.
I was at school with them, I was saying it from the beginning. I was like, listen, you're watching it now, I'm saying it now. world-class Damien. And he turned out to be the
Literally, I reckon that was his last good game. I think that was his last. I think he did.
Yeah.
Because he never played well again.
Never played well after I said that. And so, look, anytime there's something that I feel like is a fucking false statement, I just go world-class Damien.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But yeah, no, fuck that. It's sport. There was something else. There was something else. I know there was something else, but I don't know what it is. So, what have you got for me this week?
Where should we start? I did want to bring this on the previous podcast. So apparently I read this article which was stating based on a few scientific investigations that they're predicting that our population will start declining, and one of the biggest reasons for that in the distant future will be infertility.
Okay, yeah.
And I found that interesting, and I was like, where, like, in what sense infertility? Like, are we going to be, are we slowly, like, as a race, becoming more and more infertile? Like, are more infertile people being born? Or is it just, like, people legitimately, like, they're just predicting cunts are not going to have sex? Just going to be like, yeah, people just want to fuck. And people don't want to have kids as much, so I guess there's probably so many things into it. But I wanted to bring something interesting up. I wanted to show another angle of everything, right? Before any of this research came up recently, there was a whole situation where the whole movement of the anti-vaxxers or whatever, or just the anti-coronavax, which is not always anti-vaxxers, just a lot of people are against it now. They all were saying it's going to make you infertile, right? Right. So listen to where my mind's going here, right? So they were saying that, then all the researchers are like, no, you guys are just lost. Like, you guys are losing your minds. And then now that basically, I'd say half the world probably has the jab, I'd say.
Probably of the first world, yeah.
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 Now they're releasing this other research that's like, people will be more infertile and like the population will decrease because of these and these reasons. And my skeptic funny mind went to, look at that. So now they're releasing this sort of research and information. So later on, when everyone is infertile, they're not blaming the corona thing.
They're blaming just natural causes.
They're just blaming natural causes. And so that will feed for anyone that's a skeptic and believes in that. Even though I've already taken my vaccine and I don't give a fuck.
I'm now infertile.
I hope not.
Honestly, if I was, I would sign me up for another jab.
Just kill more. Kill me as well.
Make me infertile. I don't want to be. I don't want to be fertilizing, man.
And so yeah, that just to feed a few of you skeptics and just scare you all a little bit more.
I think
because government, for how many centuries, not just fucking like just a few years, how many centuries have governments used some sort of misinformation or propaganda or anything to kind of stir away ideas and stuff? And look, it's just my skeptical brain just connecting dots everywhere. And even though I've already taken it, it is what it is now. But I'm just saying, it's interesting. It's just interesting that I saw that.
I don't care about like taking it realistically, even if there were side effects, sort of thing. I don't really care. But I just can't, it's just, I don't think they'd be able to control it on a mass scale, you know? Like, I don't think because I don't think they'd be able to make it where it's like, okay, they pick and choose who gets the infertileness and who doesn't.
And would you say that by the time we are sort of in a situation where a lot of people are infertile, don't you find that they'll find a way?
Probably. Like what?
Like to make you fertile again somehow?
Maybe, yeah.
Or just transfer somehow, like clone you in some sense, like clone your and your wife's DNA together. Anyways.
But like also at the
you know
same
what I mean?
time,
Because they've already got CRISPR, like they can already like edit shit.
Do you think at the same time like it's a gradual thing? So like in 20 years time we'll all be infertile, or like is it gonna start popping off soon? Like what's the case here? Because like
I don't know. It didn't go that deep into it. It just says there was a lot of reasons that it's happening. That a lot more people will be infertile.
I also can't see it being true as well for this one main reason.
But I feel like our generation is, rather than it being more of a medical thing, I think our generation is just more mentally unprepared for children and just like not even prepared, but just unwilling. Like a lot of people in our generation are more so like willing to not have kids. I'm
literally anti-child. Like I find them like I wouldn't. I wouldn't mind if they all just left. Like, you know, I'm like
left where?
What's the word? Like I'm not
so
like
what you're saying is
I'm not homophobic.
You're Peter Pan.
I'm not homophobic. I'm not transphobic. I'm just like childphobic. Fuck them. Just fuck them.
Get Peter Pan in here and get them all over there.
Anything under the age of 13, I'm struggling to tolerate. Maybe a little bit younger, because I've been from.
I feel like 13 is more intolerable than a kid that's like 9, 10.
Yeah. What? Wait, really?
Intolerable. Yes.
You reckon?
A 13-year-old is way worse than a fuck. It's because you work in a place that you don't ever really see too many teenagers or anything like that. You're sort of customer service that you do.
Yeah.
So you don't know what fucking slimy little teenage cunts are like.
Yeah, I don't.
Some
I'm not
of those
saying I like them. I'm
13-year-olds
not saying I
fucking
like them.
arc the fuck up.
I'm not saying I like them either. But like I
could 100%.
I don't want to deal with the incompetence of like that's the thing that I've realized annoys me the most.
You mean the inexperience of a child?
No, incompetence.
I wouldn't say a child is incompetent. I'd say a child is inexperienced.
Yeah, but what's that same thing? Same thing.
Same thing. No, it's not. Competence and experience are two different things.
No, because if you can't drive because you're 12,
incompetence can be resulting by something else. Like, what if you're incompetent to do something because you fucking had some sort of severe injury? That's the difference to being inexperienced.
I still value it the same.
No,
I get frustrated the same.
But the words are totally different things. Like they mean two different.
So okay, so what word am I looking for then in that case? Because I don't. The
children inexperienced. They don't.
No.
They don't have a skill that you're looking for.
That's what I mean.
Like
so that annoys. So
haven't learned a manner. Oh my god! I have so many fucking eyelashes falling into my fucking eye, and fucking I'm not having it. I'm not fucking having it anymore. I'm done with this world, mate. I'm bloody fucking done with this shit. Fuck! It's in my eye.
Look at me.
There you go.
Oh,
I still feel like it's in
I saw your lazy eye there. Your lazy eye went crazy.
Yeah, because the fucking thing's in my eye, cuz.
You seem fine now. Stop being a little wussy wuss. Stop being a little wussy
I'm
wuss.
doing the rest of the podcast like this.
Nice.
Oh, good, bro. I'm
You
not
done?
showing you secret plans.
You stop moaning now? Your eyes like that eye's extra wide. You're like trying to look into my soul. You know, apparently I saw a TikTok where
Oh my god. Yeah, go on. I'm just gonna do this.
You're gonna interrupt me again? Don't want to interrupt me?
Sorry, bro. I'm just gonna be like
You good? Yeah, you're not interrupting me here? You're not gonna interrupt me?
No.
Alright, cool. So I saw a TikTok where stop looking at me like look at the camera. Thanks. I saw a TikTok where don't look at you.
It just fucking hurts to open it.
Oh, don't be no bitch, bro.
No. I look cool like this as well.
You don't though. You don't.
Cool.
Anyway.
I bet looking back at the camera, I'll be like, fuck.
Get your eye patch back on.
Is that guts?
Get your eye patch back.
I will. I look sick as fuck.
Anyway, I saw a TikTok that were talking about like when you can see the full pupil of a person, about how like if you can see the pupil, the white above the pupil and the under, they're like it's like a kind of like a crazy person or some shit.
Oh, it means like their eyes
because they're wide-eyed. They're so wide-eyed. So it's because like normally like most people you can't see it, like the pupil fits between their two eyes.
Yeah.
So it's like it's nice and but then when like people are wide-eyed like that, it generally means they're fucking gonna kill you, pretty much. See, even when you're doing that, you're still not it.
Really?
Yeah, your pupils are below your eyes.
Crazy enough.
So it's like so you
that means I need to get crazier.
Yeah, you need to just like make your pupils smaller.
Either I'm gonna keep blinking with my left eye, I'm gonna close it. But either way, I'm gonna look cool.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm really proud. I hope this does well for your career. Hopefully one day you'll be known as the fellow.
Speaking of people that are mad, one thing that came to mind recently was, why do people so openly on their bios write like psycho or I'll ruin your life or unhinged, or unhinged is probably not too bad, to be honest. Unstable.
Oh, bro, because they're quirky, bro.
And it's like, what are you trying to like?
They're conscious of their.
I'm so honest. I'm just so straight up. I'm crazy. I'm gonna ruin your life.
Because they think that they're like conscious about like their problems. You know, they think that they're like, you know, like if anything that makes it worse.
Look,
I'd rather you not know your problem. Like I'd rather you be crazy, but like actually be crazy. Like if you're conscious about your stupidity and like the fact that you're like a psycho, if you're conscious about that idea, you're dumb. I'm sorry, and you're just doing it for a facade, and you like it. You like the idea of it, and that's on you.
That's his opinion. My opinion is gonna be something very similar, but I'm gonna say it in a different way. If you have that on your profile, I see a marker on your head that to me says use me and abuse me.
Yeah, like.
If I'm really gonna be honest, you're basically just setting yourself up for guys to be like, oh, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of her and I'll never talk to her again. Which is crazy.
Yeah. It's like no
every
dude's
guy
like, I
knows-
want to wife her.
Someone will try because they'll be like, oh, I'll try change her.
Yeah.
Because that's always a fun challenge. But see, you're just a challenge.
It never is. It's not a fun
You're just a challenge.
It's not a fun challenge.
No, but that's not. It's not like what you want to be. Like you want to be partly a challenge.
I've never wanted a challenge. In that world.
No, I mean a challenge in terms of like an interesting human being that keeps like it's challenging you in terms of like evolving in life and just in general like challenging conversations.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. But I'm saying
that's
like,
not psycho though.
No.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When you were saying using,
No,
like,
but I'm
those
saying
type of
people see them as a challenge. Like, oh, this person's a psycho. I'm gonna have to like get through the barriers. And
I don't think.
tread
I
softly.
think it's different. I think in those situations when people are like that, you were right. I'm normally looking at it like, oh, just fucking like.
I'm just gonna fucking dip.
And like,
Because like,
you know,
you
that's.
you're basically just saying that like.
I'm not letting a psycho into my life like at all. Like you're knowing the bare minimum, you know, about me.
And you saying I'll ruin your life, as much as some people might say that's a joke, it's like you're going into this relationship with an intention of kind of causing chaos. So you're always, even if something is going really well, you're gonna like fuck it up intentionally, just because your mind is swayed towards that.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Because you're the I ruined live girl.
But
I ruined live.
I don't
I ruined live. She ruined MSN.
She goes on.
Fucking ruined MSN. And now no one goes on MSN.
She goes on Instagram Live and just fucking.
Did MSN just die when Facebook was just created?
Oh yeah,
or
it was
MySpace
like,
and shit.
I barely had an MSN. I didn't have it for.
I loved MSN for.
I didn't have it for. It was a very short-lived period. Like I think because our like me growing up was but like our growing up period like was just when Facebook started popping. I think.
Okay.
Like, or at least mine was like Facebook. Like because I had Facebook like pretty young, and then
I had MSN and MySpace pretty young.
And then the olders got on to Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Did you know as well? I was looking into this the other day. Like, why did we stop with all the cool names for like generations of people? Like, we had baby boomers, and then we had like.
I feel like that develops after.
Oh, I had this hilarious interaction.
I feel like that develops after. I feel like once we have like our generation has like kids and like all grandkids eventually, they're gonna base us on whatever like.
Because I'm Gen Z.
I'm Gen Z as well.
You're like on the preface, aren't you?
No, I think sure. 94, 93 isn't like.
No.
Yeah.
No, you're like 99.
95,
it's 97.
actually.
It's 97.
No, it's not. Look it up.
I literally looked it up the other day.
It's 95. I swear.
No. My sister isn't Gen Z, bro. My sister's not Gen Z.
Are you sure, dude? Look up what a millennial is.
Millennial.
Oh, well, no. See what a Gen Z is, because that's better than looking at what a millennial is. Because apparently they say a millennial is hard to say. It's pretty ambiguous because like theirs ranges a little further than like a normal generation.
Okay. A millennial is anyone born between 1980 and 1995.
Told
in the
you.
US. And and then anyone to
I am a Gen Z.
1996 to early mid 2000s, because I looked up Gen Z the other day.
I'm just OG Gen Z. You know, I'm the big brother.
Because this chart is different. This chart's different.
What does it say?
It says 1997. So you are still very OG.
I'm like
that's
OG.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
that's what I meant. But I said you were like first of the kind.
So what you're saying is that defines me because I'm the first generation of the Gen Z, I'm the leader.
No.
Yes.
No, but
Yes.
then also like so we go then Gen Z goes to
So what you're saying is
2012.
all my ambitions that I've had for this long have all just been proven to me that the reason I've had them is because I'm Big Papa.
but
Daddy.
all I'm saying
I'm daddy.
all I'm saying is that
Gen
so
Z daddy.
Gen Z goes to 2012.
Zaddy? I'm Zaddy.
You done yet? You done?
I'm Zaddy.
You done?
Now I am.
Gen Z goes to 2012, and then they now they're just doing stupid. So they
What's
Gen Y. Like,
why are they going back?
That's Gen Y apparently is next. And,
How?
That's stupid. That's just a stupid name. But also like
Wait, what? So Y comes after Z?
I don't know. But anyway, like I was just thinking.
Can't they do it like AA? Generation
Yeah,
AA?
like, no S, like
AA.
like S tier. You know, like Gen S.
Gen S.
But like,
Special Gen.
Like, but like that's like because that's just wild. That I was looking at it and I thought, wow, we're like but I had this it was mainly to do with this interaction. I was trying to think of where my brain was going.
Okay.
I had this really weird interaction with an old dude the other day where like he was getting me to write some shit down, and he goes, "Oh, get out a pen and paper." I was like, I just whipped out my phone.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, these millennials," and I was like, "I'm not even a millennial, bro." I was literally like, "I'm Gen Z, man." And he just looked at me.
And also, I think the thing about becoming a wise adult or a wiser older person is understanding that sometimes progress can go past you, and you just have to acknowledge the fact that it's better. Like, for example, like you're telling me to keep fucking 20, 30 notes in my pocket. Oh yeah, make sure to fucking remember that. Or be able to keep like unlimited amounts of notes in my phone. And they go, what happens when your phone dies? Well, fucking get a charger. Well, what happens when you're straight away somewhere? Well, fucking my notes are going to be so important then.
Yeah, like,
Oh, I've got to go back to work and do that thing for that old guy. Fuck, I've got to get out of the Sahara Desert. Oh, I've got to find a trip back home. Oh no, they don't even have any flights right now because of the corona.
thank fuck though. I have my piece of paper and pen.
I can make a plane and fly on this. I get it now. What these baby boomers were doing before.
Well, this whole time, like I've been wanting to, like fly across the world. All I didn't know, I just needed a piece of paper and pen. Do you know he was fucking shocked because we were trying to figure out an angle or something, and I whipped out the fucking thing on my phone. He was in shock.
Oh, the thing that can measure it.
The level. The level, so the level on your phone.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
He was shocked. He was in shock. He was like, what?
He's like, blasphemy.
He's like, get that witchcraft out of here.
He's a witch. What's that show? Have you? Oh,
Bewitched.
No. It was that funny British show that they had, where they would take the piss out of things.
QI.
Oh, it might have not even been that. It was Strange History or whatever it's called.
No idea.
Doesn't matter. I was just trying to reference that, Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
To the English folk. But yeah, I thought that was quite funny. So I wonder what he was to be saying such weird things about me. But I was just like, man, there's not enough room for the both of us.
And so you had to murder him.
So me and him, I was like, we have to.
And you just put the paper over his mouth and you were just like,
I took his
paper, cut his fucking notes. You dumb
I took his own weapon against him.
How's his paper now? Huh? Couldn't do this with my phone. Couldn't track me with my phone, could you, idiot?
That would have been funny. Killed him with his own weapon.
Kill him with kindness.
Do you want to go into the segment I was talking about yesterday, or do you have anything else that you want to bring up quickly?
One more thing that I wanted to bring up.
Go for it.
I was just going through Tinder the other day.
Ooh.
And sometimes you find those girls that like have their Tinder like attached to the Instagram attached to thing, but like they haven't written their Instagram name, so you have to look at them by name.
Yeah.
And it's the worst thing when you find a girl that has a name after like either a city or a country, and then you look it up on Instagram and you'll be like Paris, and you'll be like Paris restaurants is the first thing that pops up, or like Paris Saint-Germain.
Can't you just search up Paris and then go to people?
accounts, but sometimes accounts are just like.
Oh, like okay, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I thought it would have still came up with like.
but
people
still,
first,
no. But
like,
even
in,
with
around the area.
but with the thing with girls with those names as well. Once you search that up, there's fucking a million of those girls.
They like the ambiguity because I would have been like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like my name's Jack, so
if your parents called you Bournemouth, Bournemouth route,
Paul.
Perth.
There's a the part of K-pop is named Perth.
Oh, real?
Yeah, from K-pop's named Perth.
Oh.
So sometimes when Perth is trending, it's 100% just
It's
because
him.
of K-pop style, not us.
Damn.
Perth trends quite often.
Damn.
Like, I think he's pretty big time.
Oh yeah, they love
Yeah.
Perth.
There's also a Perth up in like
Well, okay.
um
Finish that and then I'll ask questions.
Scotland. There's a place called Perth.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's where they derived it from originally.
What, like here?
Why they're named just like New South Wales. There's one in
Is
the
it?
UK.
Oh, really? Interesting. Didn't know that.
A lot of like.
That's probably where most
places-
of those. That's
a
probably
lot
where
of
most
the-
of those convicts were from.
A lot of the either that or a lot of the English settlers that have named the places just the English. Obviously, Marangaroo is definitely not somewhere in the UK. You know what I mean?
Mundijong's
not Yeah, wait, no.
Mundijong's not from the UK.
Mundijong's not from the UK. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to everyone that just been hit by this truth bomb. But Balladura is definitely not in the UK. I'm saddened by the news as well. If you were to name your kid, could you? Well, you could name your son and your daughter Paris. I guess
You would name your son Paris. It's become a feminine name now.
Okay, right. But okay, let's say if you had your kid, which city would you name it after?
Kiev.
Kiev route.
No.
Kiev route.
What would I name if I had a son? Did you say sorry or
Either.
like either?
And not something. It can't be something stupid. Like something that you'd actually like. Think of a city that you'd name your kid after, but that you would be like fine with, and you'd feel like it wouldn't be that bad, and the kids wouldn't terrorize it that much.
Yeah, trying to think of
New York.
I was gonna say Milan.
Yeah.
Probably be the one I would-
Yeah. Milan is also like a name as well.
Yeah, Milan.
Yeah.
But like that's more Slavic than it is like
Milan, yeah. If you say Milan,
Milan,
but
yeah.
Milan is like Italian.
Yeah,
or like,
saying it like
or
that.
like some people, like Americans, have it like
yeah. I think
that's a good one, Milan.
I would say maybe that. I'm just trying to think of other countries around.
Stoke.
Yeah, Stoke-on-Trent.
Stoke-on-Trent. What's his name, kid? Stoke-on-Trent Treso. Fuck.
Newcastle. Newcastle on Tyre.
Liverpool.
You gotta say it with that accent.
Yeah. And like imagine your kids just talking like normal accent and say, "What's your name?" Liverpool.
Of course.
From
Liverpool.
Damn, I'm really trying to think. What would be Milan is good, but fuck.
Uzbekistan. What's their like? Fucking. Tel Aviv.
Is Alexandria still
Tel
a
Aviv.
city?
I don't know. Probably is somewhere, I imagine.
No, is Alex? I know it was before in Egypt, but I don't know if Alexandria is still a city. Because there was a library of Alexandria, but can you look it up if there's Alexandria? Alexandria would be like,
I'm trying to think as well. There was a name or something I was trying to think of.
Bangkok.
Yeah. Bandung.
Bandung.
Just all the Asian ones.
Yeah.
Wait.
Tokyo wouldn't be bad.
Tokyo would work.
Yeah.
Dubai. Cape Town.
Dubai shit.
Dubai shit. Madrid.
Madrid would, yeah. Barcelona.
No, Barcelona would be a bit too. That'd be a bit long, you know. There's a lot of the
Venice.
Venice.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
Venice
mine.
is good.
Venice. We both chose fucking Italian names, I guess.
Leon.
Leon. Oh,
Leon.
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 I'm just looking through.
Marseille.
Zurich would be. I reckon that'd be kind of cool.
Marseille.
Zurich would actually be kind of cool.
Marseille.
I'd fuck with that.
Marseille. You know Marseille.
Yeah.
Marseille.
I'm trying to. Budapest.
Budapest.
Athens. You can go Greek. Donetsk. That'd be cool. A little Donetsk, you know.
Donetsk.
Oslo is a name.
Oslo, yeah.
Oslo. That is actually
okay.
kind of cool as well.
Um,
The UK ones are the worst, like Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Like, imagine naming your kid Peterborough. Peterborough?
Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
Sao
Yeah,
Paulo?
so you could have.
Sao Paulo.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably Rio. I mean,
Rio.
that's probably the one you go for.
But it's Rio de Janeiro though.
Yeah, but you'd only call them Rio.
Rio,
right?
yeah.
And then they've also got Sao Luis. I'm pretty sure that's how
I
you
want to
spell it.
name my son New Mexico.
There's a Santiago in Chile.
Yeah,
So
that's yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
pretty common one, I guess.
I still think I'll go with Venice. Venice would be a cool.
Venice would be quite nice, yeah. The Falkland Islands. There's a place called Stanley there. So yeah, no.
Even if you were to name under a country like Jordan,
yeah, Jordan.
Iran.
I've never met in Iran.
I think I have.
I don't know. I haven't.
Countries.
I would like to know if anyone else has like a name, if anyone's ever met a Muslim, and I mean in terms of like.
If anyone's met a Muslim, I think they have, bro.
No, because we've got a friend whose name is Muslim.
Oh yeah.
No, and I just generally want to know if that's a common name in like amongst Muslim people.
I think it is.
Because I've never, well, but yeah, but like there's a huge contingency of Muslim people all around the world now,
Yeah,
and I've only ever met one,
Muslim.
and he's our friend.
I've met two.
Have you met another one? Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Because it's the same thing as calling a kid Christian, right?
Yeah, nah, I never thought about it that
Hey.
way. Hey, that's kind of fucking.
Hey, Orthodox Jew.
Oh my days. Oh my days. Hey, Orthodox Jew. Buddhist wouldn't be bad, or Hindu.
Yeah,
That'd be a
most of
bad
it
name.
makes sense. Most of them make
Yeah.
sense. Like
Yeah.
Muslim was just is a strange one to me. Like to like it's but yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go on to we're gonna have this new segment in this called Off My Chest. Essentially, what it's gonna be. I don't know if it'll be every week. It'll just be when I do it.
When we find something.
There's more than enough information to go around. So that's absolutely fine in terms of actually having it. It's more so if I actually get them up and ready in time, if I forget or not. But it's just going to be essentially, there's a Reddit page dedicated to people that go there and vent their problems or something that's been on their chest that they
Get
want
off
to tell
your chest,
people.
yeah.
You know, there's lots of weird shit that goes on in the world. Understandable that it is from Reddit, so it could be a load of bullshit, but that's also
Yeah.
part of it, part of the fun.
Could be true, could be not.
Because, like, all of this could be false. So who
Yeah.
knows?
Just take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, so who knows? But yeah, so we'll just go through it and then we'll have some fun with it. Anyway, this one is called "Just Learned My Dad's Girlfriend Is Around My Age, 25 Female." Okay.
I like the way this is going already.
Yeah, so let's get into
I
this.
can already see cheeks being clapped.
Okay. It seems that she took my dad's phone. He's nearly 60. He never uses Snapchat, but I saw this story of her and him driving around someplace clearly much warmer than where we live. She was giggling about the things he's buying her. Her age weirds me out a bit, but I'm not going to talk about that here. I'll just call that his business. But do you want to know what my business is? I'm wondering if the money that I've been sending him once, sometimes twice a month for years, was just gambled away, learned about that apparently that was a habit of his earlier on this year, or spending spoiling these women. Because this is the same money that he would sometimes cry to me about, promising me he would make up to me, saying he's desperately needed some money for the mortgage and repairs on the house. The mortgage and repairs on the house only he lives in now, because when my parents separated, he said he wasn't leaving his house. My mum didn't want the house anyway. She kept saying she only wanted quiet stillness. That's weirdly surprised. It's close to my own family. Anyway, surprise. Learned from the contractor 3 months ago that he was still waiting for some money for the work he did. The mortgage and repairs on the house only he lives in. Oh wait, no, sorry, I fucking reread that. Surprise.
That scared the fuck out of me because you said surprise and we just heard something drop in his house. And by the way, no one else was in this house.
No, do you know what it is?
What is
it's
it?
my fan in the other room that doesn't have the casing on it. It just hit against that. It did that the other day while I was sitting there.
It's funny that it like matches. You said surprise and then it happened. That fuck scared the fuck out of me. I was getting set up. I thought I was gonna get shot.
Yeah. So a surprise again. Last month, my mum learned from the realtor helping my parents sell the house that he hasn't been paying the mortgage in over a year since the last refinancing where he almost lost the house because he hadn't been paying in years. Very cool, Dad. Egg on my face, but that's all good. Took way too long, but lesson learned. Y'all, I'm tired. But yeah, essentially, he's his dad's using the money she's sending him to take out young ladies
to pimp these hoes.
Yeah, like
I thought that was gonna go somewhere totally else, but never mind.
Yeah, no, that was it goes. I had to go random places like in all times. But what would you do in that situation? Like what would I reckon like weird advice would work? Like so if you caught your mum in this case. You were sending her money, and then you find out she's like pimping out, younger men.
I just bring it up to her and be like, I'm not sending you any more money.
Like, but you've been doing it years,
and then you just stop.
You just stop it, and you'd be like,
well, what are you gonna be like? Ask for the money back? You won't. You're just gonna be like, okay, look, I'm not gonna feed whatever this is.
This poor habit choices that you.
Especially because, like, fair enough. Honestly, look, if my parent was like to me, I want to fucking, you got this money now, can you just help me out live a little bit of a crazier life? I'm single now, let me fuck around. I'd openly give them money. But if they lie to you and tell you it's about the mortgage and then you find out it's like that, then I cut it off.
Yeah, it's a bit toxic.
Because that's kind of like, why'd you like lie about it? Like,
toxic, man.
I would have handed you the money like regardless.
Yeah, especially if you I guess it depends as well how much you're earning, but like if you're especially in a good place.
Yeah.
Because I imagine coming from this story, it didn't seem like she, if she was rich, she would have just paid off the house. I imagine. So that obviously wasn't really an option.
The case, yep.
So yeah, no, that'd be pretty annoyed if you're struggling. And
you're
sending her like
you're struggling. You and your family barely eating. Your dad just smashing.
Because that's actually a good point. Because that's a good point. Because I've only had it from one person that someone's actually owed me like a substantial amount of money. Where I'm like, can you please just actually pay me back? Mm-hmm. So and it is an annoying thing when it's in a substantial amount of money, but like, so in that case, if someone say someone owed you $5,000. What would you do? Like, is there anything like you would like? Would you cause an altercation? Would you like cause conflict?
I'd just bring it up.
Like, no, but like say for an example, they were like 6 months later, nothing still happened. Like, and you brought it up to a multiple.
Depending
times.
on what,
like, how far would you go?
Depending on what we spoke about originally. Like, if I said there was no time limit, and I said, man, whenever you're ready to pay me back, pay me back. But if I set a time limit, I'd be like, yo, bro, I need this in like 3 months.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, how far would you go if you kept saying you wanted it?
And then just like, and then
what, like, you're not really talking to this person much anymore.
Well, confront him, but
how far? Because confronting him was obviously not working because he's still not paid you the money. What are you doing? You throwing hands? You fucking?
No, there's no point in throwing hands because that would cause you more legal problems. What you do is you legitimately go, look, if you want any legal issues, I'm cool.
Can you? I imagine you can. Can you bring up legal? Like,
I'm pretty sure you can.
If you lend people money, but like it's probably grey area.
Because there's no like written contract. Yeah. It's only spoken.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say. It's hard to say.
Yeah, because like what do you do? Like, do you like go to a lawyer? Because like there's like even proof that they exchanged hands would be hard enough, right?
Yeah.
Because they could just be like, you didn't owe me money.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know this person.
What money?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends on the situation, to be honest, and the person.
Would you? Okay. This person is, they're in a relationship with someone, or they've got a close person like to them, whether it be a kid, mum, wife, spouse, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Would you tell that person that they're close to? Would you be like, hey?
Yeah, I'd probably, if it happens so often, I'd probably bring it up with the other person and be like, look, like...
what's going on? Like, why is it, like,
Yeah, because, like, maybe they don't even know,
Yeah.
Maybe they realize that they do have the money, but this person's just stockpiling, and then maybe they feel bad and guilty and is the more reasonable and accountable partner or person.
What do you think? Okay, that's actually something completely different to this. Then, if you were, say, for an example, you were like someone came up, you had a relationship with a girl for 10 years,
Yeah.
and some dude came up to you, or some girl came up to you, anyone came up to you and goes, "Yeah, your girl owes me like 15 grand," and shows you all the like proof of it,
Receipt,
and, you know, and like shit like that, and she's just been dodging it, she's been fucking capping away
I
from it.
look for it. I bring my girlfriend in. I go, look, let's find a reasonable way to sort this out.
Yeah, but like, would you look at her any other different way from it? Like, how would you?
No,
would you
because
see her?
there's been like the thing that I always go back to is I've been friends with both sides
Yeah.
of people, and when I say that, I've been friends with someone because they were good to me. I stayed friends with them, and the other person, I was good to them, and they were good to me, so I stayed friends with them. But the people that I was friends with, they weren't good with each other because they had beef. That has nothing to do with me.
Yeah. No, but I mean, so in this case where you're in a relationship with them.
Well, I'm not gonna look at my
relation-
girlfriend differently because she hasn't.
No.
She hasn't ever taken my money and fucked me over. Or
No, I'm not
anyone
saying that though. But I'm just saying, like, would you like not want her to like talk to you about it because like she owes this person money, sort of thing. Like the fact that she's kept it secret, is that not something that, you know, like in that case where
maybe she thought she could run away from it, and it's something that some people,
because that's what I'm not.
some people leave things in the past and then they go on living and forget about it, and then.
Because the more annoying thing in that situation for me wouldn't be the fact that like they owe. I don't give a fuck. Like,
You know, what if the
shit
conversation never came across and you just never came to mind? Like you never. Do you ever? Who do you really like? Do you ever sit in a relationship and like sit down and go, "Hey, are you in any debt?"
No, I'm not saying that. But like, if you're in a long-term relationship with someone, you've probably gone on like little holidays
You probably
with them.
had situations.
You know, you've spent.
But like
you,
I said,
you've
what if
spent
it
money.
was
But
secrets?
you've spent money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you spent money. You probably slashed the cash quite often.
Yeah.
And then, you know, someone comes up to you and be like, "Yo."
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. What if she believed that she could evade the situation, and that has nothing to do with me? That just has to do with something with her and that person's relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Alright,
only
different
involved
scenario.
now because I'm involved.
Different scenario. Right, you're dating this girl, fucking, you love her to pieces, like 10
Okay.
years, right? You're dying for
Yeah.
her, right? You're in love.
Okay.
Fucking cops come to your door one day.
I'm feeling it.
The
yeah.
cops come to your door one day. Knock, knock, knock. Is Sophie here?
Yeah.
Sophie's here.
Yeah.
At the house right now.
Yeah.
Could she come to the front door?
Yeah.
Can you go get her?
Sure thing, yeah, Mr. Officer. Hey, Sophie, get over here. Okay, coming.
And then she sees that as a cop and she's getting a bit scared.
And she's like, oh, well, what have I done?
Sir, Mr. Trisha, is it okay to call you Rasho by your first name, or, you know, are we on first name?
Oh, I have to go back to the girl.
You have to play both in this situation because she wasn't fucking supposed to be home, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, no worries, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you were currently under suspicion that your wife was actually a convicted felon, and she's actually.
Oh my God! What? I've never been a felon.
And she's actually been on the run for 10 years. She
What?
does an Oliver.
Babe, don't listen to them. I've never done anything like that.
Does
what do you mean? I'm not me. What?
Does Olivia Rodrigo sound familiar to you, Sophie? Your ex name? Huh?
I knew you looked like her. I always knew you even sang that shit song all the time in the shower. What was it, like Telephone or some shit?
It's okay.
What would I do? She's on the run for 10 years?
10 years, right?
Fucking...
And then someone...
What has she done?
Fraud.
Forgive her.
Accessory in murder.
Depends on the situation.
Well, okay, like what's... Give me...
Self-defense
No, accessory.
to a murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. They both got attacked while they were... Two girls were in a dorm and a guy came in and tried to rape them both and they both beat him to death.
She's not an accessory there.
How is that an accessory?
She commits them. She's committing them.
Okay. Her friend kills this guy, stabs him to defend both of them, and she drives her and her friend to drop the dead body off. Accessory to murder. Yes, accessory to murder.
But in that case, she's dropped the body off.
So?
Why are you dropping the body off? If it's self-defense, just call the cops.
Huh? Because her friend panicked and freaked out, and she was like, "Oh my God, what am I gonna do?"
I'm sorry, but you're going to jail for that. So would you believe your girl if, say, that story came out right? And someone was like, "Oh yeah, no, trust me, he just panicked. He went and dropped the body off." Would you think that was the case? I'd be like, "Wait, you dropped the body off? Why didn't you just call the cops?" That sounds like you committed a murder, and you're just trying to say, "No, he actually tried to attack
me."
Oh my
God, so what if she committed a murder? I love psycho girls.
She had it in her bio.
She said she killed someone in her bio. You knew this whole time, bro. Oh no.
What if she
What if she just ended this podcast and she stopped asking questions?
What if she was Croatian?
I'm slightly that.
What if she was Bosnian?
I have nothing against it.
You would spit on her?
No, nothing against Bosnians.
That's not what you were saying before.
I've never said that in my life. Oh, maybe not in my life. Like there was when I was younger and lived in Serbia for a while and was indoctrinated into some of the hate. Yeah, I hated lots of people.
Yeah, you used
but
to hate
as I
Croatians.
came here,
you used to hate Croatians.
Yeah, I hated a little bit of myself.
Yeah, you were just like,
yeah.
And then all of a sudden they got to the final of a World Cup.
That's what made me hate everyone. Is the fact that they got fucking second place. And second place is the best place. Everyone knows that.
Yes, first is the worst. That is statistically true. Anyway, let's get into our weekly.
A Sunday selection. Weekly lotto
roundup.
Numbers.
The Powerball.
7, 9.
The Powerball.
And Powerball is
3.
9/11.
Whoa. Sunday selection. I know mine already. So.
What is it?
Bin Himmer by Don Vardy.
Oh, okay. Well, mine is Russ voicemail. So.
All right. Well, that'll be it.
Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll be back next week.
See you later, fiends.
See you, fiends.